back to another video. So in this video we're going to discuss about unit rates. So a unit rate is a rate in which in the denominator we have a 1. Unit rate is definitely a rate, as it says in the name, and in the rate we have to have a 1 in the denominator. So this is our denominator and we need to have a 1 here. So let's take a look at a few examples that we have. The first one is 30 miles in 2.5 hours. So we need to know we need to find out how many miles we can go in 1 hour, because we are going to find the unit rate, right? So 1 hour, we're going to write that in the denominator. And now we need to find out how many miles we can go in 1 hour. So we're going to simply divide the numerator by the denominator. So 30 divided by 2.5, you're going to move back the decimal. And we're going to do the same here. So we're left with 300 divided by 25. 25 times 1 is 25. If you subtract it from 30, you will get 5. And if you bring back the 0 down, we are left with 50. So 25 times 2 is 50. So we finally know the answer to our question, and it is 12 miles in 1 hour. Now let's take a look at another example that we have. It says 8 loaves in 10 hours. So let's say we're talking about the loaves of bread. So we need to find out how many loaves of bread we can make in 1 hour. We know we can make 8 loaves of bread in 10 hours. So we can simplify it first. So 8 over 10 we can simplify it to 4 over 5 if we divide it by 2. 2 times 4 is 8 and 2 times 5 is 10. So 4 over 5. So we can now simply divide the numerator by the denominator. So 4 divided by 5. So now since 4 is less than 5, we're going to put a decimal here and a 0 here. So now we can easily divide and we will get 8 here, because 8 times 5 is 40. So if you subtract, you will get 0. So that's our answer. We can make 0.8 loaves of bread or you can write 0.8 as 8 over 10 or 4/5 or 4/5, okay? Now let's take a look at the last example that we have here. It says 55 over 1 equals 495 over t. Now that's a proportion, and we need to find out the value of the unknown. So here we have the unknown as t. So we need to find the value of the t. So we have 55 over 1, 495 over t. Now let's say we can say 55 candies of, we can say 55 bubbles, blue bubbles, for every 1 red bubble. So blue and red, okay? So we have 495 blue bubbles, and we need to find out how many red bubbles do we have here. So first we're going to divide 495 by 55 in order to find out how much times 495 goes into 55. So 495 divided by 55, and if you do that, 55 times 9 is 495, so we're left with 0 here. So now we know one thing, that 55 times 9 is 495, and we can do the same process to get the t's, to get the amount we have for t. the unknown amount that we have. So since we multiply 55 by 9 and we get this, so if we multiply this by 9, you'll get this. We're most likely, and we're supposed to get whatever we multiply this by, we're going to multiply this by it, and we're going to get the answer for t. So 1 times 9 equals 9. So we now know the value for t, and it is 9. So that's it for today's video. One thing you guys need to keep in mind is that unit rate has always a 1 in the denominator. And that's it for today's video. So if you guys have any other questions or concerns, you can write them in the comments below and we'll try to answer them as soon as possible. If you liked the video and you learned something new, you should give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss a video and you get the notification.